Today our topic is the Stoics' approach to handling criticism. Criticism is something we all face in life, no matter who we are or what we do. It can come from friends, family, co-workers, or even strangers. Sometimes it is helpful, and other times it can feel harsh or unfair. The Stoics, who were ancient philosophers, had a unique way of dealing with criticism. They believed that how we respond to criticism says more about us than about the person criticizing us. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control and let go of what we cannot. When someone criticizes us, we cannot control their words or actions, but we can control how we react. This is the heart of the Stoic approach, mastering our own mind and emotions. The first step in handling criticism like a Stoic is to pause and not react immediately. When we hear something negative about ourselves, our first instinct might be to defend ourselves or feel hurt. But the Stoics would say, take a moment. Breathe. Ask yourself, is this criticism true? If it is, then there is something to learn. If it is not true, then it does not matter. What others say about us does not define us. What defines us is how we choose to respond. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "It is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This means that criticism is just an event, and it is up to us to decide what meaning we give it. Another important Stoic idea is to separate the criticism from the person giving it. Sometimes people criticize us because they are having a bad day, or they are insecure, or they simply do not understand us. The Stoics would say, do not take it personally. Remember that everyone is dealing with their own struggles, and their criticism often says more about them than about you. This does not mean we should ignore all criticism. The Stoics believed in self-improvement, and sometimes criticism can help us grow. But we should evaluate it calmly and rationally, not emotionally. If the criticism is valid, we can use it to become better. If it is not, we can let it go without anger or resentment. The Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius, who was also a Roman emperor, wrote in his journal, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." This is a powerful reminder that we cannot control what others say or do, but we can control our own thoughts and reactions. When we focus on our own mind, we become stronger and more resilient. Another Stoic technique for handling criticism is to practice gratitude. This might sound strange, but the Stoics believe that even negative experiences can teach us something valuable. When someone criticizes us, we can be grateful for the opportunity to practice patience, humility, and self-control. Instead of seeing criticism as an attack, we can see it as a chance to grow. The Stoics also believed in focusing on what is within our control. We cannot control how others see us or what they say about us, but we can control our own actions and attitudes. If we live with integrity and do our best, then we have nothing to fear from criticism. The Stoic philosopher Seneca said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." This means that sometimes we make criticism worse by worrying about it too much. We imagine what others think of us, and we create stories in our minds that are not true. The Stoics would say, stay in the present moment. Do not let your mind create unnecessary suffering. Instead, focus on what is real and what you can do right now. Another Stoic idea is to practice humility. No one is perfect and we all make mistakes. When someone criticizes us, we can admit our faults without shame. Humility does not mean thinking less of ourselves. It means thinking of ourselves less. It means being honest about our strengths and weaknesses, and being open to learning from others. The Stoics believe that humility is a strength, not a weakness. It allows us to grow and improve without being defensive or arrogant. Finally, the Stoics would remind us to keep things in perspective. Criticism is just one small part of life. It is not the end of the world, and it does not define who we are. The Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius wrote, The universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it. This means that life is constantly changing, and we have the power to shape our own experience through our thoughts and actions. When we face criticism, we can choose to see it as a small moment in the grand scheme of things. We can choose to focus on the bigger picture and not let small things upset us. In conclusion, the Stoic approach to handling criticism is about mastering our own mind and emotions. It is about pausing before we react, separating the criticism from the person giving it, and focusing on what we can control. It is about practicing gratitude, humility, and perspective. The Stoics remind us that we cannot control what others say or do, but we can control how we respond. When we do this, we become stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Criticism is not something to fear or avoid. It is an opportunity to grow and learn. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." By mastering our own reactions to criticism, we become free from the opinions of others and free to live our best life. This is the Stoic way, and it is a powerful tool for handling criticism with grace and strength. Remember, the next time someone criticizes you, take a moment to breathe. Ask yourself, is this true? If it is, learn from it. If it is not, let it go. Focus on what you can control, and let go of what you cannot. Practice gratitude, humility, and perspective. And most importantly, remember that you are in control of your own mind and reactions. This is the Stoic approach to handling criticism, and it can help you live a more peaceful and fulfilling life.